Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is the first video of my AMD simulation tutorial series, and in this video I am going to answer a few frequently asked questions by the beginners about molecular dynamics simulation. Okay, so beginner often asks that is molecular dynamics simulation difficult to learn? Is it difficult? So the answer is no, it's not very difficult, but beginners often find it difficult or challenging because it involves multiple concepts and steps, and often they want to learn it within 1 day or 2 day or through a single tutorial. So that is the problem. Okay, so it should be a step by step learning, not in a single day. Okay, that is the problem. So what is the solution? The solution, the beginner should learn the molecular dynamics simulation in a very small and manageable part. Okay, and repeat and revise the tutorial so that you can recall or remember the things what you have learned earlier. Okay, so that's why in my MD simulation tutorial series, I am going to uh, make the tutorial step by step in a small part. Okay, and in a sequential manner. Better you watch in a sequential manner and don't skip any part. Okay. The next question often beginners ask: does one need to be an expert in Linux to learn MD simulation? The answer is no, you don't have to be expert, but you should be familiar with some basic Linux command, because most of the AMD simulation softwares are compatible with the Linux system. Although Windows versions are there, like Gromax are also compatible with Windows version, but better you learn in Linux version because you will get support when you need, because very few expert work in Windows system. Okay, so most of the suggestion when you will face any problem during your MD simulation, you will not get help if you use Windows. Okay, so better to learn it in Linux system. That's better, but you don't have to be expert in Linux system. Few basic commands are there, okay, for operation of the MD simulation. So what is the solution? I am going to make a tutorial on Ubuntu so that you can learn few basic commands and to make you familiar with the Linux system in Ubuntu. Okay. And the third most frequently asked question is it possible to learn AMD simulation on a basic laptop or desktop? Because I have only a basic laptop or desktop. Can I learn AMD simulation? Yes, obviously you can learn MD simulation. It is possible. Okay, you can learn, you can practice MD simulation in your simple basic laptop or desktop, but it's not possible to run a large MD simulation in a simple or basic laptop or desktop because due to high computational demand. Okay, so what is the solution? Solution, learning is the solution. You can learn, but then once you get access to any workstation to run your simulation, then you can run your simulation. So for any research purpose, for any project, you need one workstation or HPC system for run your simulation. Okay, but for learning purpose it's okay. Then the next question comes, then is it worthwhile to learn MD simulation without having my own workstation? Because I don't have any workstation, so what is the utility? Why should I learn MD simulation? The answer is yes, definitely. Even if you don't have access any workstation or any HPC system, you should learn MD simulation. Why? Suppose you are planning your research where a computational part is there and MD simulation is needed. Then what will you do? You will collaborate with any other researcher, or you will outsource your the complex to professional expert. Then there will be a communication problem because you don't have any basic idea about the MD simulation, but you are planning your research and the expert don't know what are you actually trying to do, what is the aim of your study, what is the expected outcome of your study, and also you will not be able to analyze your result. So for research planning, it is very important to have basic idea or knowledge of molecular dynamics simulation, and also for post simulation analysis. Because suppose you have outsourced your complex and the expert has provided you the raw data, so you can perform your post simulation analysis on your own in your laptop or desktop. There is no need of any workstation or HPC system for that. Okay, but if you don't know how to perform this analysis, then you would be dependent on another person or another expert. Okay, sometime in some instances I have seen that the author have outsourced their complex to professional expert, but they also demand money for post simulation analysis or for further running of the simulation of any, if any error occurs, so they don't understand what is going on, what should they do. So that's the problem. So you should have knowledge about the MD simulation, how to run MD simulation, what kind of results or outputs are obtained, how to analyze them, and how to perform post simulation analysis. Now the fifth most asked question is, what is the hardware specification which are needed to run MD simulation? Because you want to set up your own workstation, so what will be the hardware specification? Okay, so usually it depends on the system side. If your biomolecule is very large in size, okay, so need workstation or HPC system. HPC system is very costly. Usually it is not personally owned, it is owned by university or other institute. Okay, but workstation, you can set up your own workstation. It's not so costly. Okay, so in next slide I'm going to show you some specification for an optimum workstation or budget workstation. Okay, so this is the hardware specification, and with this specification you can run from 50 to 100 nanosecond of simulation per day. Okay, so for workstation you are going to need a CPU of AMD Ryzen or Intel Core i7 at least. Okay, and more core is usually needed. Core number, if the core number is more, then it's better. Okay, so this is the approximate price in dollar. Okay, then for GROMAX it's very important, you need graphics card because GROMAX run faster in GPU. Okay, so NVIDIA RTX 40 series, which is current version 40 series. Okay, so then motherboard, compatible motherboard, RAM at least 64 GB RAM is needed. Okay, and for storage you can use additional hard disks, but it's better to use SSD, 1 TB SSD at least. Okay, a power supply unit, cabinet, and a cooling system is very important, liquid cooling system, because when you are performing your molecular dynamic simulation, the temperature of the whole system goes up and also your workstation get heated. So to cool down, liquid cooling system is very important. And then monitor, keyboard, and UPS is optional. So for a budget workstation to which you can perform 50 to 100 nanosecond simulation per day, it comes in approximately 2290 is approximate dollar, or in Indian rupees approximately 2 lakhs. Okay, so these were the few frequently asked questions which beginners often ask. So I have answered, and also some solutions have been provided. So that's all. Follow my MD simulation tutorial series, because I am going to prepare it step by step, so that you can learn in a sequential manner uh, for your easy learning. Thank you for watching.